Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today, hold on, y'all. I'm looking like Daniel Boone by the bed. Good, good. Today, Friday, November 14th, 2024. No, 15th. The 14th was yesterday. The 15th is today. Friday, November 15th, 2024. Happy birthday, John. And I am back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'm accused, which is true, of doom and gloom, right? You call it what you want, but I call it life. I report on life. I just talk about what's going on around us. That's it. That's all. If I was at the fair, I'll be talking about the Ferris wheel. I'll be talking about the clowns. If I was at the fair, I'll be talking about the merry-go-round, the bumper cars, the cotton candy too high, the candy apple too high. God damn, what's up with a bottle of Sprite, $8. If I was at the fair, that's what I would be talking about. Would you expect me to talk about that if I was at the fair? Right? If I'm walking around at a football game, my old sorry ass Saints and the Eagles or some damn body, I'm filming it. Why would I be talking about basketball? I'm talking about what I'm seeing. That's what I'm discussing. I'm talking about what's going on with me in my life and the world around me. So when you call it doom and gloom, I call it the game that I'm attending. The game of life. I'm reporting on the game of life. I'm checking in with y'all, letting y'all know what I see. Just like I will let y'all know the Saints just lost again. I'm going home. You get it. So stop asking me to talk about something positive, Big Ward. I talk about what the hell I want to talk about, first of all. Second of all, if I'm at a football game, I'm not going to talk about basketball. Keep that in mind. So when I see something positive out here to talk about that's happening, not no little small tidbit, because every now and then something positive happens every day in everybody's life. But right now we're being overrun by negativity, by design. And I'm not telling y'all about this stuff so y'all can participate in it. I'm telling you so you can avoid it. I'm not telling you about all this stuff we got going on so you can participate in the BS. I'm letting you know about the BS so you can stay away from the BS, because some people ain't up on what's going on. Believe it or not, just because you are, there's a lot of people that got their head in the sand. Are they disconnected from reality? Are they in reality and don't know what to do, how to deal with it, how to handle it? And they need to see somebody else that's dealt with it or dealing with it to know that they can deal with it and handle it too. So what I'm talking about today is a monster. I'm finna deal with a monster, y'all. A horrible, terrible monster that terrifies all of us at some point in time. Have ran up on this monster. And the monster left you where you couldn't move. You couldn't take another step. All you can think about doing is running from this monster. Take it off. Like Scooby-Doo. Every time they see the ghost. That's how you feel when you come up against this beast that's been terrorizing us from the day we was born. And if you don't learn to fight back against this monster, this beast, insidious creature, it's going to terrorize you until the day you die. And you're going to continue to run from it. You're going to continue to allow it to run your life. You're going to continue to allow it to be in control of your every move. Every decision you make will be determined about how you react to this monster. This monster will control your every waking thought, action, or deed. It will completely engulf you. You will not be able to enjoy life. You can have the world going for you. Have everything a man or woman can desire. But this monster won't let you enjoy it. This monster keeps some people from going outside. Won't even go outside. Stay locked up in the house. I know you find that hard to believe, but this monster is insidious. This monster keeps some people from being able to come outside. They're peeping out the curtains. This monster keeps people from making changes for the better in their life. This monster keeps people from making changes that will benefit their life and the lives of the people that's in their family. This monster will keep you stuck, won't let you move. All of us, if not all, I'm going to say the majority of us, in this day and time we're dealing with what we at right now, are dealing with this monster. He's grown bigger and stronger now than he's ever been. Godzilla and King Kong ain't got nothing on this monster. And they not real. This one is real. And that monster is fear. Fear is the biggest monster a man will have to face in his lifetime. Fear is the biggest monster a woman or a child will have to face in their lifetime. And here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. All the fear, being afraid, scared to make changes, scared to... Let me get this understood. Rewind. There's this thing called a healthy fear. A fear that protects you. Some things you're supposed to be afraid of, but not many. Some things like, say, a bear in the woods, like the women want the bear in the woods, you're supposed to be afraid of the grizzly bear because the grizzly bear can unalive you. So therefore, your natural instinct is to be afraid of that grizzly bear unless you're heavily armed. And even then, you need to be cautious around that grizzly bear, because if you don't use your arms right, whatever you got, the bear still will win. So that's what you call a healthy fear. Say, for instance, you're afraid to be strung out on narcotics because of what it'll do to your life. That's a healthy fear. Your parents were alcoholics, so you're afraid to drink alcohol. That's a healthy fear. But overall, the majority of fear that we experience as men and women is unhealthy. And the kicker is, it ain't real. The majority of times, we fear stuff that don't even exist. You know the old saying, fear is false evidence appearing real. A lot of times the stuff we're afraid of is stuff we concocted in our own mind, stuff that don't even exist. What ifs, might be, could be, should I hope not, I don't know. All resound from one big thing. One lack. A lack of faith. A lack of trust. Faith in who, Big Ward? Trust who, Big Ward? You already know. God. Those of you that don't believe in God, exit this video now. This ain't gonna help you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, fear, because I'm getting the emails, is running rampant right now. We just had an election that exposed how afraid we are, how much fear we have. Have you heard about Project 2025? What that was a play on your fear. Fear. People using what they know you're already experiencing. Fear. People are manipulating other people, using their fear against them to control them and make them do what they want them to do. Make you do what they want you to do. Democrat, Republican, it don't matter. Pastor, bishop, rabbi, whoever. Fear is a powerful weapon that has been used against mankind since the beginning of time, and people are using it against us now. Trump want to be a dictator. Fear. Project 2025. Fear. There are people out here, and there are people out here that are making life-changing, life-altering decisions based on fear. Bad decision. Bad idea. Trust God. No matter what we got going on at the moment, trust God. That's how I'm making it. My business is in the crapper. I have no idea how this is going to work out, but I trust God. I don't know what tomorrow holds. Don't know what the next hour and a half, 2 hours from now hold, but I trust God. Wholeheartedly know that even if I don't get my way, I trust God to where he would do what's best for me. Even if it ain't the way I want it to be, whatever God does for me is the right way. I trust that. So even though the work been messed up, it's been screwed up, the port still down there tripping, they still got their thing going on, the deadline coming up January 15th, I think, they still ain't really seeing eye to eye. Y'all ain't heard much more about the port strike. It's not over. but I won't fear. I got word. Walmart has cut back dramatically on their work they got coming in. That's cutting me back. I have no fear. I ain't worried about it. Big boy, you got YouTube. I got God. Where you think I get YouTube from? And whatever else I got coming in. Where you think I get it from? You think it's me and I'm a genius, yeah, but you think I'm a genius compared to other men. But when it comes to life, it whoops my ass too. So therefore, what I'm telling you to depend on is what I depend on. Now you can depend on what you want to depend on. I can't hey, I'm telling you what works for me. My God, my God, my God. So therefore, I'm sitting here making this video. I ain't worried about a thing. Even when I do worry, I know this oxymoron might not make no sense to y'all. Even when I do worry, I ain't worried. I know worry is natural. Fear is we gonna go through that. I'm telling you how to come up out of it. I'm not telling you ain't gonna never be afraid. I'm not telling you never gonna worry. I'm telling you it's gonna be all right. All of y'all that's writing me right now telling me you're afraid. You fear this, you fear that. Cancel that. It's gonna be all right. It ain't real. Nothing will happen to you that you can't handle. Not a damn thing. Not one thing gonna happen to you that you can't take care of. I done been through so many things and look back on and be like, damn, why was I afraid of that? So many things that I've been afraid of throughout my life, once I made it through and I look back like, why was I afraid of that? Because I made it up here. I made up a story up here how it's going to be. Trying to predict the future. Your greatest fear is going to come from trying to predict the future. Trying to control the future. Want everything to work out in your face, the way you want it to. Your fear comes from worrying about, I want this to work out the way I want it to. You get rid of that, accept life for what it is. Shit happens. Sometimes I get my way, sometimes I don't. Sometimes life's gonna be hard, sometimes it's gonna be easy. But we ain't gonna do is sit around living in fear, trying to control the outcome. Let it be, let it be, let it be. Whatever I tell y'all what's going on in the world, I tell you about the doom and gloom, but I'm not telling you to be afraid. That's one thing I ain't telling you. Y'all better be scared, y'all. I'm saying don't be afraid. I'm telling you what we're dealing with. Don't know if the economy gonna turn around. Might be fighting in the streets. Whatever. We just gonna deal with it. We're not gonna live in fear. We're gonna live in confidence and courage, which is doing what we need to do, scared or not. We're gonna do it anyway and realize and understand we're gonna be all right. I'm gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. I'm gonna get back to reporting this doom and gloom, because that's what it is. But in the midst of all that, you're still gonna be all right. Be courageous. Hold your head up high. Stick your chest out. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. I will fear no evil. None. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you will fear no evil. We ain't gonna fear shit. You We ain't doing fear. We're going to live in reality. We're going to accept reality for what it is, but we ain't living in no damn fear. F that. This ain't the way God want me to say it, but I'm saying it so you can relate to how I deal with this shit, this crap. I got family members won't speak to me because of who I voted for. You know what I say? Not them, it. Fuck it. I got haters. People don't like me. You know what I say? Fuck it. The work, the money, life, the economy, the gas, the rent, the mortgages, the women, the men. Everything is out of order. You know what I say? Fuck it. What am I do about it? God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That's the long version of the serenity prayer. Now here's the short version of the serenity prayer. Fuck it. What you gonna do about it? If there's something you can do about your situation, do it. If it ain't nothing you can do, fuck it. Keep moving. Get it, got it, good. Bye.